Welcome back to Allison Customs Project Car TV. I'm Jeff Allison, and thank you for watching. Get it all power washed up in the wheel wells here. Then we'll get these undercoated, and parts of the body there undercoated. You can see up there above the mufflers where there's some surface rust, so all that'll get powder coated, and then, or not powder coated, but undercoated, and then we'll start reassembly. Since you saw me a little while ago power washing, I had decided that I really needed to undercoat the whole car. So I've since pulled all the exhaust out, sway bars off, fuel lines, brake lines, anything underneath that was going to get in the way of making a nice clean finish. I also spent probably another 30 or more minutes scraping off any old undercoating that was somewhat loose, and then power washed everything again. So I think now it's nice and clean. It's in a good place to do a lot of the finish work. I'm gonna let it dry, and once it's dry, I'll get in here, check for any more loose stuff, and then go ahead and start undercoating it. And anything that doesn't get undercoated will get probably flat black, but either flat black or gloss black paint, to, just to make it all look uniform, instead of having 9 different colors of stuff under here. And some of this is the original rust paint color that Ford used. Some of it is bare metal, like this would have been galvanized metal, so you can see the galvanized there, and then it's been painted green and silver and other colors under here on the unibody subframe connectors. They're primer on one side and gloss black on the other, so I'm just going to get it all uniform color so that as we go back together, everything looks complete and fresh the way it should. So that's just another update as to what I've been doing, and I'll give it probably an hour to dry here, and I'll blow some air through it around it, and we'll start undercoating. Get you a little view of everything that came off the car today. So sway bars, shocks, emergency brakes, exhaust system, pans over the fuel tank in the trunk, of course all the assorted hardware that goes with that. So it's a couple hours worth of work to get everything out of there, but I think in the end it'll make for a much nicer finished product. So you can kind of see here we started getting some of the undercoating done, and got probably another coat to put on just to make it a nice even finish. Came out pretty good.
Actually, it's come out really well. I just need, like I said, need a second coat on there. So we'll get some more, and then we've got to tape off the tank and a few other things so we can get right up to the edge and do the detail. But overall, we're getting a nice even coat and starting to give a nice uniform look to the whole bottom side of the car here. So a little bit more work on that, and we'll have be ready to start putting the suspension and everything in. And then as far as the suspension goes, I've got rear axle housing here, so a few of the other parts. Front spindles, tie rods, got the disc brakes cleaned up, and got a new master cylinder, quite a few new bushings and pivot points and stuff like that. So we'll get all these items installed and reinstall the shocks and springs and the drum brakes, the emergency brakes, fuel lines, that kind of thing. So I still have to tape off that brake line before I can spray any undercoating. I have a little bit of the wiring I'd like to clean up before put everything together. But then we can go ahead and get all these front end parts installed and the new steering system. In addition to all this, we have a new set of gears for the rear, and the steering column is done being painted. I just got to go over and pick it up. So anyway, thanks for watching. So it's an update for the Mustang, and the owner doesn't have a name for it, although they said they always call it Gramps Mustang, so I'm thinking it's Gramp'Stang, and that name will have to stick at least around here. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll get you another update probably next week after we get a little bit more work done.
Thanks for watching Allison Customs Project Car TV. Like us on Facebook and check us out at AllisonCustomsOnline.com.